Darlu. Remember we did the Darlu before, the main area of Darlu. Now we're going to do the second area of Darlu, the changes. You just have to imagine, because we've done the first one, everyone has an idea of the square now and the corners cut off, so you'll just have to imagine those, I guess. I could suppose I could put a little thing there. There you are, can you see that? There, fantastic. There's the bobcat. There we are. This is called Montaigue being innovative. Okay, there's our square. Get some idea of it anyway. Okay, Rob. Maybe up here, yeah. I'll turn around so the camera can see me. Okay, you just do your first strike. We'll just do the first. 1, 2, and in with your shoulder. 3. Right, so that's what we did covered in the other one, and then we go around the circle, of course. So if you can imagine that I'm on the diagonal here, like in the other tape, you can see the square on the floor quite plainly, so you just have to translate that to what we're doing here. If you want to change and go in the opposite direction, the internal arts never ever waste a move. You don't waste any moves. So you don't just stop and say, okay, let's go in the other direction. So they use a very potent martial arts application simply to get you to change direction so you can go around the other way. So Rob will be coming in with his left shoulder when we go the other way, you see, and I'll be pulling down this way rather than this way. So there's a very good way, well, the proper way to change direction is to use what? Press or push. We call it press. A lot of people call it push. So from this point here, in fact I might just go over this way, Rob, so people can see what I'm doing actually. From here, if you start from there with your strike, 1, 2, 2, 3, right. So here we are, I'm on this diagonal here, across here, there's the square there, and I'm on this diagonal here. So we'll just take that from being the first movement of your Darlu, of your main right-sided Darlu. Now, at first again, I'll do it slowly. Keep in mind that you have to do it, of course, as with all of Darlu, you have to do this before your opponent gets to you, of course. You don't wait till he gets to this position and then do it, because it gets a bit awkward. But in order to teach it, I'm going to have to do it while Rob's in this position, so it'll be a little bit awkward. But keep in mind that I would be doing it there, as he's coming in, well, then I do the move, you see, before he even gets to this position. Remember, Darlu always attacks from the corner, which is a basic premise in any internal fighting anyway. You never ever meet anything head on. You always come from the side and attack from the corner anyway. So that's what it's teaching you to do. So as Rob's coming in, say he's in here and he's hitting in my chest. Normally, I would, if I didn't want to change sides, of course, I'd simply take my first step. Remember, 3 steps in attack, 2 in retreat, and I would slap him in the face with this hand. His hand's in here, protecting that elbow. I would slap him in the face with that hand. This hand comes up. Yeah. And then we would continue on, right? So instead of coming back and slapping him in the face, the rule is to slap, you keep going the same direction. Don't worry if you can't hear it, and it's just that little connection, it's still working. If you slap, you keep going in the same direction. But if you push or press, you change directions. That's the rule. So now, instead of coming forward and slapping Rob in the face, I'm going to take my right foot instead, which will be my first step, and I'm going to put it in between his legs, like that. Left leg, sorry. So just keep your hand, make sure it's in there, that's right. That hand's there to stop me going, ah, like, that'll become quite important later on, even like just down to there, when we start doing the things like the bending the arm routine and things like that, the attacking motions, because then he just takes his hand and puts it underneath my hand like that to stop me doing it. Okay, so from here, I take this leg, rather than bringing my weight forward now, as he's coming in, you see, I'll still be slowly moving back onto my back leg. I won't be fully on my back leg, but as I'm moving back, and as he's coming in, I'll take this foot and put it in between his legs, which you see has shifted my center again. So his shoulder now is going out this way. That's where his attack's going. I'm not there where he thought I'd be. By the same token, when I come forward like this as well, to do the normal type of slap, his shoulder's going out that way. See, he's not going to hit me in the center of the chest anymore. If anything, he'd hit me in the shoulder, which would be a much lesser blow. So now, I see he's aiming right for my chest with his shoulder. So now I should be, as soon as I've stepped, see, my centre has gone. So I'm first of all doing the major thing in the internal martial arts is evade or move the centre first of all, so you don't get hit, and then attack.